guys, it's Louise here from Crazy Borgies. I hope you're all well and fine on this beautiful Friday morning. Here in the UK it is miserable. It has been raining literally all yesterday, all last night and a little bit this morning, but we're getting some sun coming out now, which is good. Right, today's video is going to be an unboxing. So this package is for Flosstube. So I actually ordered this a long time ago, a really long time ago, way before Christmas, and I only received it. When did I receive it now? Yesterday, I think it was, or day before yesterday. And to be honest with you, I had just presumed it got lost in the post, to be honest, because it had took so long. But when it turned up yesterday, I was like, oh, okay, so maybe because of the postal strikes and Christmas, maybe that's what delayed it. I don't actually know, but it has took a good month, well over a month actually. Let me just check, because yeah, it does have the 9th of December 2022 on the packaging label. So I'm wondering if that's when it got posted, or was that when it was received here in the UK? Who knows? Who knows? But it doesn't matter because I've received it now. So this is for Flosstube, and I think we're on Flosstube number 24 from what my memory can remember. And yes, so this is a cross stitch unbagging or unboxing even. And this one is from Biggest Craft. Okay, now Biggest Craft are budget friendly company, solely dedicated to cross stitch items. They do a bit of embroidery as well as other bits and bobs, but the main products they sell is cross stitch. Okay, now let's get started, because I have, let me see, I'm trying not to let you see, hang on a second. So we have one, we have two, and we have finally, hang on, three items from Biggest Craft. So thank you so much to Biggest Craft for sending me these products to review, and it's always a pleasure and a joy. Any discount codes I will put in the video description box, but I don't think I have any for Biggest Craft, to be honest with you. Okay, so the items also that I'm going to show you in today's video, I will put links to them in the video description box, and I will also put a link to Biggest Craft store, just so you can have a browse, see what special offers they've got on after Christmas, because you know I can guarantee that there'll be some good offers on there in the sale department, because obviously Christmas has come and now it's gone, and you know it always brings lots of sales in January. And I don't know about you guys, but I am really feeling the January blues at the moment. Okay, right, so first and foremost, before I start my unboxing, if I could ask you to, if you're new to my channel and you haven't done so already, then if you could please like, subscribe, share, comment down below, follow me on TikTok and Instagram on Crazy Borgies Diamond Art, and hit the little notification bell, which will notify you of my future video uploads. Okay, right, so I'm wondering where I should start. I think I'm going to start with this one, because this is the biggest one. Okay, so are you ready? Are you steady? And over it goes. So the one I chose many months ago when I ordered this is the Wizard of Oz. Yes, now I am telling you, this is such an iconic film. It's just, oh, I can't even tell you or hazard a guess as to how many times I watched this growing up, and I loved it. And it's just, you know, so iconic. And we've got the witch, we've got the scarecrow, we've got the Tin Man, the wizard, Emerald City in the back, and then we've got, of course, Dorothy, and Toto even's in it, and the fairy. And we've even got some little munchkins down here, although I'm not sure, they might just come out looking like little dots, to be fair. But I saw it and I thought, you know, it just brought back so many childhood memories. I just had to get it. I don't know about you, but my favourite character, obviously, was Dorothy, along with Toto. I just love Toto. And when I was a little girl, I always used to say, I want to get a little Toto when I grow up. I don't even know what type of dog that is. Is it a Scotty dog, do you think? I don't know. What type of dog do you think Toto is? I always thought that it was like a black Westie, perhaps. I don't know. But I just loved Toto. She was just such... Well, I'm not sure. I think he was a boy, wasn't he, Toto? But he was just so cute. And the way he used to run after her on the bike as well, you know, I just loved it. You know, I really did love Toto. But I loved Dorothy as well, and especially loved her red shoes. I think that's when my obsession with red started, actually. She's such a beautiful, beautiful lady, wasn't she? Obviously, in the film, she played a little girl, but she wasn't actually a little girl, I don't think, there. I think she was maybe in her early 20s, but she was just stunning. Such a beautiful woman. And you know, the amount of makeup, costumes and planning that must have gone into making it, this film. Well, yeah. Anyway, I'm just jibber jabbering on now. Okay, so I am going to get straight into this and see, because I did actually, I did actually ask for another one that was sold out, unfortunately. It was a different one to this, because I had a couple Wizard of Oz. But it was sold out, so I went with this one. And I thought, well, I'll see how this comes out. So it's DIY Cross Stitch is the brand, and it's an 11 count, this one. 11 count Ada cloth, and it's a stamped kit because, I don't know, as a beginner I'm a bit scared of counted, to be honest with you. So there's our beautiful colours. So I can see we have 25 colours here, so I'm just going to give it a shake. Okay, there's our chart there. Okay, so the chart is very vibrant, very clear, and yeah, I think we're not going to have much problem in the way of seeing this at all. So that's good to see, even though I would have liked to seen it a bit more enlarged. So maybe have half on what I've always said this, have half of it enlarged on one side and half of it on another side. But then I had an idea, you know. I'm going to tell you my idea before I go on to the actual Ada cloth. I was thinking to myself, I was watching somebody stitch, but she had her, I was watching her last night doing her unboxing, and she unboxed an 18 count Ada cloth. Now obviously it's very, very small, and it was a stamped kit. So she was like, you know, I think I'm going to have to get my magnifying glasses out for this. But because she was obviously filming, she zoomed up onto the Ada cloth from her phone, and you could see the symbols a little because she had a couple of symbols that were very similar. So I think she had like a couple that were the same shade but were slightly different, okay, which is really confusing sometimes. So basically what she did was zoomed up with her phone, and then I had an idea. I thought, well, you know what, you could actually, if it's nice and clear like this, you could actually take a picture on your phone, okay, and then you could crop it and print it out if you have a mobile, or go to a shop and print it out there, you know, because that is a possibility as well. So you could really zoom up close with your phone, and then, you know, you'd be good to go, wouldn't you, really? So if you just took a picture of, say, half of it and then zoomed up really close, obviously, you know, with it however it is before it goes blurry, because it is, when they're very small like this, it is difficult, I'm not going to lie. And you've got lots of symbols like her face, even, where you can see we've got X's, we've got pluses, and they're the same shade of blue, and it can make it, you know, your eyes go a bit woohoo, like cross-wired, that's the saying. Anyway, so that was just an idea of mine, but that's obviously the chart, and it has all the DMC codes here, and it has the actual colour of the floss here, and the number on the floss cardboard piece that comes with it. And it's a 40 by 50 centimeters, okay, and it's 129 stitches by 173, okay. But that chart is really good, so I'm pleased with that chart. Okay, so let's have a look at the Ada cloth itself. I can't actually fit it all in, guys, so I'll just move it up as we go. So the thumbnail on the Ada cloth is terrible, I'm not going to lie, but I don't care about that. I care about how the actual stitching comes out. So I can see some of these symbols, if I am honest with you, are very blurry, okay. But a typical example is these ones here. They're very blurry, guys, very blurry. So I am glad that I have this really clear chart, because what I'm going to do is exactly what I told you, is I'm going to take a picture of half of that chart, and I'm just going to crop it, enlarge it on my phone, and then I don't even think I'm going to, should I print it out? Yeah, I might print it out. But obviously you're going to have to make sure you print it out in colour and not black and white, because, you know, it wouldn't work then. Because we've always got a couple of symbols that repeat themselves, like X and pluses, you know, you have two shades of pluses, you know, but the print isn't great, the stamp on this, I'm not gonna lie. We do have a bit of colour blocking around the edges, a lot of yellow. What is yellow then? 939, so that's a dark blue navy colour. And what they do as well, which helps significantly, I always think, is if they've got any colour blocked areas, they would put the number of what the predominant colour is. So number 7 is 729, which is like a soft tan colour there. And then we've got number 13 up there, which is 809, which is the sky. So you can see, I'll just take you for a little walk around this Ada cloth. Her face, that's gonna take some doing, isn't it? Some concentration. But other than the quality of the stamp itself, the Ada cloth, just trying to see, it's a little bit fraying at the edges, but what I'm going to do is, somebody said to me on one of my unboxings to put some masking tape along the edges, and that would help it, it would help it a lot to stop the fraying, because it does, I'm not going to lie, it does drive me insane when it starts fraying. But it's not that stiff, it's quite soft, and you know, when you're stitching hand like I do, I don't find stitching on a frame very comfortable at all. But I can see pros to it, because then obviously you're not going to rub the stamp off, because you won't, your oils from your hands and that won't be getting on the fabric so much. Whereas if you stitch in hand, you run the risk of, if the symbols are a bit dodgy like this one, perhaps making it a bit worse. But I can't help it, guys. I'm not a fan of stitching on frames at all. Okay, and also, you know, once I've finished stitching, I like to just fold them away and put them away, because when you have a little living room, I can't have a great big massive cross stitch, or 5 cross, however I'm working on, however many, just hanging around the living room, because I'd be worried that I'd spill something on it or get it dirty, etc. Or the parrot would go and do a number 2 on it, because that's always a possibility. Anyway, so yeah, you know, I like to just grab my cross stitch, stitch in hand, and then when I'm done, put it away. Fold it up, put it away safely somewhere. So yeah, not impressed with the quality of the stamp, but I am impressed with the quality of the chart that came with it. So as I said, I will be blowing that chart up for sure. Okay. So as with diamond painting, when they give you a size of an Aida cloth, it is the overall size of the cloth and not the whole stitched area. So the actual stitched area is coming in at, let's just have a look now, 29.5 centimeters by 39 centimeters. So that's for a 40 by 50. So it'd be 29.5 by 39 centimeters. There we go. I'm getting there, guys. My brain is struggling with this. So yeah, that is always going to be, when they give that measurement on the website, it's always going to be the Aida cloth and not the stitching area. That's what I wanted to say. I got my words out. We do have also the 2 needles in the back here for the 11 count, and I like these needles. I do like these ones, the 11 count. I prefer them to the really skinny needles that drive me insane for like the 14 count that they give. But these are good needles, you know, and they always tend to give you two or 3 needles, you know, so that's good. But just be careful when opening your product, you don't stab yourself or think they haven't given you needles, because they usually are, either if they're not in a bag inside the Aida cloth, then they would be on the back here. Okay, so that's my first one. I just want to have a look at the beautiful colours quickly, because I don't know about you, I like to see the colours, and I can't believe it's already 19 minutes 54 into this. So we do have 25 colours on this one. So let's have a look now. So we have a purple, we have blues, pinks, greens, greys, greens, like a golden brown colour there, and then lots of pinks, lots of blues, creamy white, and some dark colours as well. Lots of it. So I've never yet run out of floss, guys. I think maybe if you were a beginner, you know, there's a strong possibility you could run out if you weren't, I don't know. I don't know, they always give a really generous amount of floss actually. So there we go, there's the first lot of colours and lots of it. And then on this side we have some more dark colours as well, lots of that blue navy shade here, and then we have a brown, another bit of pink here, and another creamy colour. And then this is almost like a terracotta colour, a really deep terracotta. But yeah, lovely. Always give your floss a shake, guys, as well when you're taking it out of the packaging, because it just helps detangle it a bit. Okay, so I'm going to pause you while I go and get the next item. And I don't know if I said, but this kit for the Wizard of Oz is an 11 count stamped Ada cloth. Okay, so just hold on 1 second. Okay, number 2 kit coming in now. As always, I will give you the prices of all the kits individually at the end of the video. Okay, just to give you a rough idea. So what am I doing? So this one comes in its own little plastic wallet, which is great to use as a project bag if you're working stitching in hand like I do. Then you can just whip it out and put it back away nice and safely. So with this, it tells you exactly how to choose your strands. So it tells you a thread can be divided into 6 strands. So it's 6 strands wrapped into 1 thread of floss. Okay, and then if it is an 11 count Ada cloth, you only use 3 of those 6, so only half. Okay, and then if it's 14 count, you would only use 2 strands, that is. Okay, so here it tells you how to choose the thread color and how to stitch on printed cloth, how to stitch on unprinted cloth, and how to stitch on unprinted cloth again down there. And also down the bottom here it has all the stitches that is in most kits, which is a help as well. The one that I chose is a 14 count, and it's this one. Yes, it is River Valley 4 Seasons Summer. Okay, now I've kind of gone back into 14 count again, guys. Don't ask me why. I think it was because I started stitching my unicorn that I've been stitching on for ages the other day, and it just kind of made me think, oh, kind of like 14 count now. It's just different, and sometimes because it is a bit smaller with the cross stitch, you know, it's more stitches in it because it's a smaller count, it basically appears more detailed to the eye, I think, than an 11 count. But I saw this and I really liked it, So we've got some hot air balloons, we've got the lovely green trees, the hills, clouds, and I just thought, yeah, that's really quite cute. So I've got this one, and it comes with a nice enlarged chart. Now, I'm not sure if this is a Joy Sunday. I have a feeling it is, because that is usually their little symbol they use. But I don't want to say it definitely is if it's not, you know. So it's a 14 count, 2 strands there. And it's 31 centimetres by 31 centimetres, okay? And again, it is on printed cloth. So we get our enlarged chart, which is nice. I mean, this is, look, you're not going to go wrong with a print. This is lovely. This is what I like to see. Because for someone who has eye problems like myself, it's perfect. I need this. Yes, I really need this. So it's like a little booklet. It is just wonderful. I love it. So we have like half on each page, and then on this side we have our chart, and and it is 130 stitches by 130. So it's a full stitch of the stitching area. Okay, so it's not a partial, because you can get partials just like in diamond painting. So there's all the symbols here, but the symbols here, okay, are different to the ones used on the cloth, so you must remember that, because that's what threw me off when I first started. If you're a beginner, you know, it can be a bit like, well, where's that symbol, you know, if you're looking at it like you would diamond painting. Doesn't work like that with cross stitch. They basically do a different, especially with Joy Sunday kits as well, or this type of kit even, they would use a different symbol on the chart on the little booklet that comes with it than down here. So you can see it's completely different. Okay, let's just see now. Do you know what, there's quite a lot of colour blocking here. I can see it's got number 10, 11, 1, 14. There's no back stitch, it's full stitch. Sorry, I forgot to say that about Wizard of Oz as well. That's a full stitch, no back stitch either. The print itself is really good on this one. I can see it clear as day. But because of my eyes, guys, I think I would do another enlargement if I needed to, but I don't think I would, because it's all kind of like in the same area really. So it's all, I think this would be quite an easy one to stitch for a beginner as well, because you wouldn't have to do much travelling to get to the next set of stitches, because they kind of are all interlinked, if that makes sense. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm talking about. Well, I think I do, but then you guys might think that I'm not, that I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm saying, like, basically you wouldn't have to travel through the stitches at the back to get to, say, a little bit over here, because all this stitching is all up the top. That's what I'm trying to say. I talk way too much, don't I, guys? I just end up confusing myself half the time. So, really pleased with this, and I think I might actually start it fairly soonish, to be honest with you. So it has 20 colours. The symbols on the stamp itself are fairly clear, and I'm just seeing if we have any symbols that repeat. We do have 2 X's but different colours. That's good. We have 3 circles but different shades as well. Yeah, I think this one would be fairly straightforward, to be honest with you. So yeah, really pleased. The cloth itself isn't stiff at all, so it would soften up quite nicely to stitch in hand as well, which is always good. So with 14 count, as I said, it does strain your eyes a little bit more, but I think the end result is very detailed on a 14 count. Okay, but again, that is just my personal opinion. Others might not think so. Okay, right, so that's the 14 count, and let's have a look now at the colours. So I'm just trying to see here. So with this kit, the needles are in the bag there, and they're very small with 14 count. Look, very, very, very thin, and just a bit more delicate than the 11 count needles. Okay, so let me get my little thing here. So we have lots of greens as we've gone in, because it's quite a greeny image, this one. Different shades here and different blues, greys, and a few creams, browns, blues. Yeah, it does have a lot of blue and a lot of greens in. So yeah, it's predominantly green though. To be honest, with a summer image it would be, wouldn't it? So we do have just like one strand of, well, 3 different strands actually, 3 different shades of pink. I am just trying to see, let me see where this is. So I think that would be F. I'm just trying to see here. They would be in the hot air balloons, and there is only a little bit in the hot air balloon of pink to stitch. So yeah, bearing in mind we're only going to be using 2 strands, so there would be 3 strands in each strand of floss. I hope that makes sense, guys. I'm thinking out loud here. I just need to shut up, don't I? That's what I need to do. So there we go. There's a white as well. Okay, I'm not going to talk anymore. I think I've decided, guys, because I just confused myself. I know what I think I mean anyway, honestly. But there's that kit, and I'm really pleased with this. It's absolutely beautiful. So I think I will be starting this one sooner rather than later. I might even do a stitch along with this one. Who knows? We'll see, because I've got to film my stitch along later. And I might stitch along to this one today. Okay. Let me pause you and I'll get the third and the last kit out. Hold on a second. Okay, right, last kit now. Again, comes in a lovely little project bag. Oh, okay. So, that one comes as part, the one that I just showed you, as part of a series. So, of course, it would be rude not to get spring as well as summer, wouldn't it? Well, in my mind it would. So I got spring as well, and it's basically the same as the last summer kit that I showed you. 130 stitches by 130 stitches, 31 centimetres by 31 centimetres, 14 count Aida cloth on stamped Aida cloth. Okay, and let's just have a look. This one has 21 colours. The other one just had 20, so it's got one more colour in this one. And there's the item number across the top here. So River Valley 4 Seasons Spring, this one is. So there's the stamp. The stamp is nice, excellent, nice and clear. I can see it clear as day, to be honest with you. Okay, I mean there's a few little areas around here. So because we've got, have we got a round dot? No, we don't. We just have a plus in that shade. Okay, I'm just thinking out loud here, guys, so don't worry about me. Yeah, I think the red, this symbol, as you come further down the cloth, it gets a bit more blurry and starts to look like a dot, even just like a round dot, but it's actually that symbol, the plus. So there. So let's have a look now. There's the floss and the chart as well, like last time. this is what the end result will be. Beautiful blossoms, pink blossom trees there, which are absolutely my favourite. I love cherry blossoms and pink blossom trees, absolutely love it. And this one would be really, I've changed my mind now, I might do my stitch along with this one actually. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how I feel. But isn't it beautiful? It should come out. And then we've got, I think these are supposed to be like little hyacinths maybe going up, and just the river, and just a very quiet, peaceful image I thought this one was. So let's have a look at the chart again. Nice and clear. And again, the symbols on this chart here is different to the symbols on the chart on the actual Ada cloth, okay, which can do a bit of funny things to your brain, but once you get used to it, you'll understand it a bit better. Yes, so nice enlarged chart there. We're definitely not going to have any problems seeing or counting what symbol is next for sure. So yes, nice and clear, nice and clear. Okay, so there's that one, 14 count stamped Ada cloth there in the spring image. And I just want to have a look at the floss quickly. Okay, so the floss card has all the DMC codes listed on it as well. Yeah, did I say this one was a 14 count as well? I think I did, but I'm going to say it again just in case. So there's our needles there, not stamped, stapled to the card. Okay, and we have gorgeous pinks. Of course, we're gonna have to have gorgeous pinks there, guys. And then we've got some greens, blues, more blues, browns, blues, and more green. So yes, it's gonna be a gorgeous, gorgeous, I don't know why I do this to myself. There we go. There, that makes you see it a bit better. Gorgeous colours there. So on this one we have 4 shades of pinks on this one as well. So that will be for the cherry blossoms. Lovely. Okay. There's our other pinks there. And then like a creamy colour, and then white and green in the middle there. So lovely. Yes, very nice indeed. Okay, right, if you just hold on 1 second, I'm going to hop off and find the prices, and I will be back to let you know. Hold on. Okay guys, right, I have some bad news. Unfortunately, the 11 count the 11 count Wizard of Oz stamped kit, basically I've been on their website and I couldn't find it. It looks like it may have been discontinued perhaps, or perhaps just sold out. I'm not sure. But there are other Wizard of Oz kits on the website, so I'm not sure why this one has been removed, but maybe they are just sold out. I don't know, but so I can't actually put a link to this one. Okay, but these two kits, so these both are actually on sale at the moment. They've been reduced from $8.99 down to $6.99. So, and there are various other deals going on the website. They've got like you get 23% off if you buy over a certain amount, you know, just little different incentives, I like to say. So I will put the links to both of these two kits down below in the video description box, and also again I will put down a link for just Biggest Craft, just the online store, just so that you have the link there if you choose to have a little browse, do a little bit of window shopping, I like to say. Thank you once again to Biggest Craft for gifting me these products for my YouTube to review, and really lovely kits, all of them. So I will probably be starting a stitch along with one of them. I'm just trying to decide which one. Difficult decision. And that's it for today, guys. So please like, subscribe, share, comment down below, follow me on TikTok and Instagram, on Crazy Borgie's Diamond Art, and hit the little notification bell which will notify you of my future video uploads. And keep your eye on my channel, guys, because I am going to be doing another Flosstube giveaway, a cross stitch giveaway on my channel very soon. I'm just trying to find where I've put the kit that I was going to put in for the giveaway. I need to find it. All too much stuff hanging around from after Christmas, you know. But when I find it, I will be putting that up before the end of the month, and so stay tuned for that. Okay, guys, so please take care of yourselves, look after yourselves and one another and your fur babies, and yeah, just have a blessed, peaceful weekend, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now. Take care. God bless. Bye.